Hello and welcome everybody. This is your commentator with me back here for another Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be a battle against Sean, a random challenger from the Smogon chat. And since it is from the Smogon chat, we are playing the new UU tier that was adjusted from the last week when the tier list got adjusted. And before the UU bans today. It happened this morning. Anyways, I got Cloyster, Don, Van Klefke, Salamence, Halucha, and Delphox on my team. That's what I'm running with. Let's get this battle started. So I'm going to lead off with Cloyster, since it's always a good lead. And I guess the majority of his team, it would have been a good lead regardless, as he leads off with a Jinx. As he nasty plots to turn one. I didn't want to overpredict anything, so I just go for a Rock Blast, and it's going to be a kill at three out of the 5 hits. So I'm already up 6-5 early. And in comes the Steelix. And look at that Steelix. It is shiny. It is gold. I love it. But I cannot take a hit from that thing. So I go into my Salamence as he goes straight for the Gyro Ball. And he gets major damage because of a crit. And I went for a Fire Blast because I thought he was going to be physically defensive. So I didn't go for an Earthquake, which I have. As he Dragon Tails me out into Halucha. And now here, I could have stayed in and high jump kicked, but I didn't want to risk the miss and then him going for Stone Edge. So I decided to play it safe, switch out into my Donphan, as he decides to set up Stealth Rocks. And this, before I forget, is an Assault Vest Donphan, which is awesome. As he switches out his Steelix into his Altaria to be immune to my Earthquake, and then I hit him with an Ice Shard as he fires back a Toxic. And I thought the Ice Shard would kill since he was 4 times weak to it, but since that's not a stab, I guess not. But anyways, he decides to switch out, not want to take another Ice Shard. He goes into his Steelix, and I'm going to predict that and go for the Rapid Spin to get these rocks off my side of the field. And then predicting a switch, I think this is the turn I go for Stone Edge, predicting a switch. No, I switch out. That's right. That comes later. I back out into Salamence. Since the rocks are gone, I can be immune to his Earthquakes. I'm a flying type, and he doesn't want to take a Fire Blast. He goes into one of his Fire types. He has Arcanine and this Rapidash. I predict that and go straight for an Earthquake, because it would have killed the Steelix regardless, and it would have done nice damage to Arcanine, and it just straight up killed the Rapidash you just saw. As I get the Moxie boost, he goes into his Arcanine, and I can't switch out because I don't want anything to take any damage from this extreme speed. I'm just going to let my Salamence die. Now I'm going to go back into Donphan. I'm going to predict the switch into Altaria, as I'm going to go straight for the Stone Edge. This is the turn that I predict the switch and go for the Stone Edge, predicting Altaria. But he stays in and goes for the extreme speed. And now I predict him to switch out this turn. So I'm gonna swap out my moves and go from Stone Edge to Earthquake, predicting the Steelix to come in to resist my Stone Edge. As that's what happens as I go for the Earthquake and do massive damage, but not enough to take him out though. But it's still respectable damage, since I'm a max attack Adamant Donphan to a most likely a defensive Steelix. And I go for the Ice Shard. 1, thinking it would kill, and 2, if he switched out into his Altaria, it would have killed that too. But it doesn't kill, and then he fires back with an Earthquake, and then the poison just takes me out. So I lose Donphan over that kind of stupidity, but then I go into his Cloyster. Obviously I'm going to outspeed, I'm going to go for the Icicle Spear, but look at that! He ate 3 Icicle Spears before he died to that last Icicle Spear, which was the 3rd Icicle Spear. And now he goes into his Arcanine, and I know... And he gets the Intimidate, and then I have to waste my White Herb on that. I was like, great, I waste the White Herb on an Intimidate. But then I go out into my Delphox. Even though it's specially defensive, I can eat up whatever hit he wants to go for. Close Combat, Flare Blitz, whatever. So I go for the Psyshock, predicting a switch. But he doesn't switch out, and he stays in and goes for the Flare Blitz. And it's going to do nothing to my Delphox. As now I'm gonna... I forget what I do. Let's see what I go for. Alright, he's gonna switch out. As I'm gonna, I believe, just throw up a Wish as he goes into Hippowdon. Yep, I throw up the Wish. Since this is a Delph Fox with Wish. That's awesome. And I believe this next turn I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. So I don't die from the Earthquake that's coming. He just decides to set up Stealth Rocks again, though. I'm like, why would you have 2 Rockers on your team? It's not mine to judge, but if you wanted to bring 2 Rockers, just by all means. So I'm going to throw up another Wish, as this turn he's going to go for that Earthquake that I said he was going to go for. And look at that. If he wasn't burned, he would have most definitely killed me. But now that I have the Wish up, I believe I'm going to switch out into my Cloyster this turn. Yeah. And because of Cloyster's natural physical bulk, I'm going to eat up this Earthquake even with the burn. Look at that. Cloyster's too good. And then I get the Wish back. And here I should have gone for the freaking Shell Smash, predicting a switch, but I didn't. As you're going to see, I'm going to go straight for the Icicle Spear, wanting to take this a Powdon. As he goes into his Arcanine to eat that up. And with the Intimidate as well. Gonna do even less damage. Look at this. Look at that pitiful damage with Icicle Spear. Look at that pitiful damage. Come on, Cloyster, step your game up. And now, as the Sandstorm subsides, this next turn, I believe I do go for the Shell Smash. Yes, I do go for the Shell Smash. Because I did calculate at this point that I could live a Flare Blitz or a close combat from an Arcanine. But he ended up telling me after the battle that it was a defensive Arcanine, which is great for me because I can now take this upcoming Extreme Speed, which I didn't think about that I didn't think I could at the time. Maybe with a Fire Back, with a Rock Blast, and take out this Arcanine. So now the Arcanine goes down. I believe his last couple Pokemon he has are Hippowdon, the Altaria, and that's it. So to go into his Hippowdon, I'm going to go for the Icicle Spear, and I'm going to take him out with that. And that crit didn't even matter. And his last one is the Altaria. I'm going to take him out with 1 hit out of the 5 with the Icicle Spear. So, I thank y'all for watching. This has been your Commentator Moods. And I will see you for the next Wi-Fi battle. Peace! And good night, everybody.